cooks and cooks. Today we are so fortunate to have a raw food chef with us, Sunny Griffin, 80% raw.
Well, that's kind of what I eat, because I do sneak sometimes, but we're going to do 100% raw today.
Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, Sunny Griffin.
Thank you so much. Hi, Ruth. This is, at the same time, fun and terrifying. I do a lot of talking about raw food because it's so important to us. And it truly regenerates everything that we have. And in fact, I have this little speech, which I'll tell you a little bit of it, because it just kind of sets up the idea of what we're going to do. And then I'm going to prepare 5 different dishes today here that you'll get to taste. I'm going to start off with a spaghetti marinara, and you'll see because the spaghetti's made from this. And then the next thing I will do is a not tuna pate thing that's just really nice. Then I'm going to do a peach crumble, I can't remember what they're called, a peach raspberry cobbler, a raw raw apple raspberry pie. Yes, got that. And end it with chocolate fondue. And you guys will get to eat it all today. So now let me tell you a little bit about why I do raw food. Chronic and preventable diseases, things like obesity and heart disease and high blood pressure, etc., consume 85% of all the spending in healthcare in the United States. And they're all lifestyle diseases. These are all things that are completely preventable that we really don't have to have if we only took a look at the way we eat. Amidst all the confusion about what kind of diet is the healthiest, and we hear that all the time, the very best guiding light is to eat as much as possible organic foods, which we certainly all know, in their natural raw state. Because these foods have all the essential elements that our bodies need in just the form that it needs them, while even the very best cooked foods are nutritional compromises because they're much more taxing for our bodies to process and they provide much less in return. So if you want to see real results in your health, eat more raw food. So everything I'm going to do here today is raw food. Now people tend to think that when you talk about raw food that, okay, you eat salad and melon. Wrong. I can make absolutely everything. That's why I'm doing so many different things here today in their raw state. And the thing of it is these foods are all filled with enzymes. If you think about it, of the 700,000 on this planet today, only one species cooks its food. And only one species suffers from obesity, cancer, arthritis, diabetes, widespread mental dysfunction, and all kinds of other chronic diseases. The only exceptions to this rule are farmed animals that we feed cooked food. Think about it. I mean, we're conditioned from early childhood to think that cooking food is something that's not only harmless, but that's beneficial to us. But in fact, eating raw, life-giving foods helps to alkalize our body, which we now know is the key to having excellent health. So when the body's in an alkaline state, it can so much better absorb the nutrients and expel toxins far more efficiently. The standard American diet, which is what our country is all about, consists, also has an acronym, SAD. Think about that one for a minute. The standard American diet consists of meat, bread, dairy products, processed cooked foods, caffeine, and alcohol. It creates a very acidic state in our body, and it contributes to all kinds of health problems. Another important key to excellent health is excellent digestion. The human body has to have enzymes to digest food. And enzymes cannot survive above, I have it in centigrade here, 106 to 107 degrees. Actually, they're completely killed at 116 degrees Fahrenheit. I've been doing this speech in Asia, so I've got it in Celsius, so I'm trying to translate it back in my brain. Every whole raw food contains the naturally occurring enzymes designed to break down that particular food, because enzymes are the spark of life, and we don't even hear much about them. We really don't. They're the labor force of our body. They're involved in every single process that our body does. Our life couldn't exist without them. I mean, if we didn't have enzymes, a flower couldn't bloom, a human couldn't think, a cell couldn't live. Yet despite such importance, most people don't even know what they are. Enzymes do everything within our diet. The standard American diet is 95% cooked. There's almost nothing raw in the standard American diet at all. And not surprisingly, as busy as enzymes are, they need to be replaced. Our bodies make fewer and fewer as we get older. So we have to get them from somewhere else. And that, of course, is from raw food. So what I'm going to do today is do a whole demonstration of all these different dishes that you probably didn't even know you could serve raw. Enzymes cannot survive high temperatures. That at 116 degrees Fahrenheit, they are completely dead. So that anything cooked has no enzymes. And it means they're completely destroyed in anything that's been canned, pasteurized, baked, roasted, stewed, fried. Baking bread kills enzymes. Milk and butter have no enzymes because they've been pasteurized, unless you can get them in their raw form. Canned juices have vitamins, but they're heated before they're canned, so the enzymes are dead. You can't even buy unpasteurized orange juice in Telluride today. Has anybody looked in the market? Look at it. Every pen it says pasteurized. You know what that means? That means they've boiled it for some unknown reason, to keep out some mystery germ or something. I'd much rather eat fresh food with the enzymes that are alive. You can live many years on a cooked diet. But eventually this kind of diet causes extreme enzyme exhaustion, which lays the foundation for a weak immune system and ultimately disease. And it becomes so much more important as we age, because as we age, our bodies lose the ability to manufacture enzymes. In fact, young adults have 30 times the amount of enzymes that older people do. And the increased amount of enzymes is why young people can tolerate a diet of white bread and starches and predominantly cooked food, while these same exact foods cause all kinds of illnesses in older people. Things like constipation, blood diseases, bleeding ulcers, bloating, arthritis. These diseases are caused by the cooked food we eat in our diet, the enzymeless food. The truth of the matter is age is not nearly so much a matter of chronology, but it's a matter of the integrity of our body tissues. And there's a definite correlation between the amount of enzymes an individual possesses and the amount of energy they possess. In fact, another fun thing, if you eat only raw food, you never have to worry about weight control again. I mean, those of us who spend half of our lives going, oh my God, I gained weight, just eat raw food. It just falls off you. It's amazing. We get enzymes from two things. Our bodies store them and actually make them, and we get them from eating raw, living foods. And our goal for optimum health and longevity is to conserve our body's own enzymes for use in repairing and rebuilding our bodies rather than completely deplete them during the process of digestion. We live in a society that creates food addictions and ill health. Anyway, I go on and on. I do a big speech in Thailand all the time about raw food and why we need enzymes in food. And the American diet is particularly depleted. But instead of just going on and talking, let's make a few things. And let's see. I'm going to start off and I'm going to make you a spaghetti marinara. Now, the pasta that I am going to make is from zucchini. And I have this wonderful little machine. I hope everybody can see my little machine and show you how you make spaghetti from this. It does, by the way, this machine comes, and it's $29, and it's on Amazon.com, exactly.
It's not a spaghetti one, it's just a normal one, this one. Like we have a spaghetti, this is not a spaghetti one.
This is the machine that makes the spaghetti
Spaghetti from any
from anything.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I got it.
I'm good. Any questions, please? Watch this little guy. Let me move this Cuisinart out of the way. Are you seeing the spaghetti we're making?
Fantastic.
Isn't this fun? We're going to make spaghetti marinara. I've done this dish for lots of people. I love to do it for guys who, I wouldn't eat any of that kind of raw stuff. That's weird. Guess what? It's so good. So we'll make a big pot of spaghetti marinara. Isn't this little machine fun?
It's fun.
It costs $29 on Amazon.com.
This is even if you do with this machine, you can have a salad a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. You can do anything. They demonstrate this on television, this little machine, for doing all kinds of things. I'm just doing spaghetti today, but it does come with 3 blades. I'll show you the other blades. It has a flat blade that does wonderful curly-Q things, and then it has another blade that makes wider pasta. So, but look at this. Isn't this fun? See how easy and let's see. I'm sorry? A spiralizer. And just go to Amazon.com, just Google spiralizer. I bought one, and then I immediately bought 6 more. And I gave them to everybody I knew for Christmas. You can spiralize all kinds of, any kind of vegetable that you want. I'm doing squash today because it makes a wonderful...
I think it's easy to eat them raw when they are smaller and thinner.
I'm sorry, it's easy what?
Easy to eat them raw when they, like a spaghetti with a small.
Exactly. And when you eat them raw, all their enzymes are alive, and they're so insanely good for you. So I'm trying to say, we're not a bunch of people. Let's make a lot of pasta here.
So fantastic.
Well, the only thing, it works on big fat carrots. It doesn't work on little skinny ones. It works on all sorts of things. I use it, and you can do onions, you can do, I mean, pretty much anything you can put in this little machine. I cut them shorter just because I end up with pasta that's so long. I'm doing a combination of yellow squash and zucchini today. So you can see this little machine. I think it's just really the coolest little thing. And I got to figure out how many people we've got here to feed. And we're going to make lots of different dishes. Yeah. I never.
Will come out.
Yeah, there'll be 30.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we've got 5 different things.
When word gets out.
Let me make a few more noodles. Sometimes I think I should have done this before so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me making noodles. Yeah. Or we can, actually, you may have questions as we go further along. There are a lot of things you can do with this little spiralizer. I like to do curlicues, do cucumbers, and you can spiralize all kinds of cucumbers and any kind of vegetable. Has anybody ever eaten very much raw food? Any of you guys? No? Oh, yeah? Okay.
We eat a lot, but we would just cut it and eat it, you know. Just
Well, and that's,
everything I get and put, like European, they don't put too much dressing in it.
right.
Just put the plate with the carrots and celery and tomatoes, cucumber and everything, and you just with food eat it together.
Which is
You
excellent.
don't have to put the dressing. You're saving in the calories,
Yeah.
and it's very good. You just salt it. People eat every
See how cute this little machine does? And it's so easy.
What did you do in the days before you had that?
I didn't spiralize zucchini is what I did.
Had an assistant of it.
Well, you know, no, I really, there are a couple others on the market that are really just not good. I've had other kinds of spiraler. I think that's enough. I want everybody to have some. All right, you know, I know what I don't have. It's a wastebasket. I'm going to be really good at making an absolutely ferocious mess. All righty, well, we've got the spiralized zucchini and then the...
Only good cooks make it.
Oh, I make a really horrendous mess. Yeah, Julia Child, watch out. Thank you. Oh, I was just going to put it under here because...
Like it under the...
I thought, yeah, well, that's all right. Leave it there. All righty. So now we have all of our wonderful pasta. And now we are going to make the marinara sauce. Let's just see. So what we're going to do for this, and I have to follow my recipes because I have so many, I can't remember what I've done 1 minute to the next. By the way, this little spiralizer, seriously, it's $29 on Amazon.com. I get nothing from it, but I love this little machine. It does wide noodles and curlicues, and I use it all the time. I have, at this point, bought, I think, 8 of them. They're really nifty little machines. Okay, we're going to make the marinara sauce. Let me just see. We're going to start with 2 large tomatoes. Knife. There we go. I have to follow recipes because I do so many I forget. 2 large tomatoes and put them in Cuisinart, put all the ingredients. I'm pulling a brain warp here. All right.
So Sunny, besides the spiralizer, is Cuisinart the most important tool
For raw food, Colleen, what a great question. Yes, absolutely. Anybody from Telluride, we have a new Telluridian, Colleen, over here. Colleen Saffler. Yeah. Yes, the Cuisinart I use all the time, food processor. You really can't do it. You'll see I have 3 Cuisinarts here because I'm going to use them multiple times in every single meal. The other thing I wish I had, yes, bowl of water to wash my hands. Alrighty, I'm going to put 2 tomatoes. Did I ever put 2 tomatoes in? Yes, okay. Just looking at, and a red pepper, because what I'm doing is I'm making the pasta sauce. And then we'll pass it out and you'll be able to eat while we're doing more things. We'll give everybody samples.
Can I ask you the question?
Please.
I like to buy just organic tomatoes. and I just put it on a plate and eat it. Are they cooked too?
Are they cooked?
Yeah, they cooked. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, they cook. Tomato sauce in a jar like our.
Oh yes, well it's completely cooked. It has no enzymes. It's all, anything that you buy packaged is always, it's really amazing. Even if you buy, the thing that horrified me, like I do an awful lot of berries, and if you buy them frozen, they have flash boiled them. So they've killed them. Now they're no longer alive. Their enzymes aren't alive. And so they have far less nutrition. Anything that's been cooked does. Oh, geez. I think I forgot something. No, I didn't. There it is. Did I bring measuring cups? Yes, I did. Oh, I organized myself so long ago, I can't remember what I did. Okay, what I put in here is I put in 2 tomatoes, a red pepper. I'm going to put 1.5 cups of sun-dried tomatoes. Here we go. I tried to remember.
Sun-dried tomatoes also cooked.
The sun-dried tomatoes are not cooked. They've been sun-dried, and hopefully, yeah, they're not roasted so that their enzymes aren't dead. The thing that we need in food is enzymes, and enzymes can't survive being heated above 105 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm going to do 1.5 cups of sun-dried tomatoes. The enzymes are what give our bodies power and energy and everything that we do. So I'm putting this wonderful sun-dried tomatoes in this pasta sauce. I have so much stuff here. I'm really good at making a mess. Lost the top of that. Okay. 2 dates. We use dates for sweetening, and I take the seeds out of them. 2 dates. And this will be fun when you get to start to eat it. 2 dates go in the pasta. 2 cloves of garlic crushed. So let's see. We will use this. 2 cloves of garlic. That's approximately 2 cloves of crushed garlic. 1/4 cup of olive oil. Where have I? Ah, thank you. Measuring cups, God. It's 1/4 cup of olive oil.
You always measure everything, or sometimes it's just.
You know, I am one of those weird people that measure everything and always use recipes. And I don't recommend it. I think that's the sign of a person that's not a very good cook. But what I tend to do, I do an awful lot of raw food. I live on it. And what I'll do is I'll make maybe a dozen dishes on the weekend. And I'm doing them all at once, and I don't remember what I did one to the next, so I have to keep going back to my recipes. It isn't to say that I don't change them occasionally. Let's see, where did I go? Did garlic, where was I? 2. Good, Sonny, pay attention. A little bit of sea salt. Here, let's just put in, it calls for 3/4 teaspoon of sea salt. Well, let's put a little bit of sea salt. Let's put a dash of pepper. Dash of pepper. And then we will whip this up at the top of my Cuisinart. I make such a mess here. We're making a spaghetti sauce. It's oh so easy. Alrighty, now what I'm going to do is add a little bit of fresh basil and a little bit of fresh oregano, but I think I'll put them in afterward. What I think I will do, oh, and I like to add is, now we're going to serve this. Is there anybody here that can't eat anything spicy at all?
He loves spicy. Spicy's good.
I'm going to add a little bit of chili garlic sauce to this. It's a nice little bite to it, but I don't want to put too much in because I don't want to make it more than some people will like. I practically poisoned Warner Page once. He can't eat anything spicy, and oops, Sonny overdid it. Alrighty, what we're going to do with this is I am going to toss this spaghetti sauce onto our pasta. Put it on. We will toss it all around. It's very strange when you're used to your own kitchen, and our house is rented, so we're staying in someone else's home, and it's tricky using someone else's stuff. Okay, Stephen, I'm going to send you out to the washing brigade because, okay, I was going to, oh my God. Well, that's just fine. Okay, now what I'm going to add to this is a bunch of fresh basil and oregano. Here is my fresh basil. I like to just chop up some fresh basil and oregano to put on top of it.
Do you have a kitchen garden?
I actually do not have a kitchen garden, but at the moment we don't even have a house. So I mean, we have, we're kind of moving from people's houses to houses. Ours is